I have been wanting to talk about this scene for a minute. I think it is so interesting how they approach this, especially when given this image. And it's crazy because that doesn't happen in the manga. And now I actually even played a little bit so you can even see the eye twitch. It is haunting. She just look at her. Oh my god. She just lets him talk his shit. When you were reading in the manga, you didn't really get that sense of unease when it came to Reze's character until she just sprung into action and went all UFC on this dude. They lead you to believe that she is kind of just like in distress all the way until she begins to scream, and then she just springs into action, and then that's when we really see what she can do, and that's where things get spooky and things just get more and more eerie from there. They do such a good job at showing this, but this is where it just gets so creepy, right? Out of nowhere, it's just pure Russian. They do not translate it. It just leaves the reader kind of scratching their heads, being like, oh my God, what in the world is this woman saying? Like, none of it is translated. And I remember when this came out, and I was on my computer, Google Translate open, and I was just, oh fuck. I was rushing to Reddit. it was, it was so good. But there is one part in this sequence that I really want to show, and it's this part with Makima here. Because this solidifies, she's been listening this entire time. She knows exactly what's going on. She looks out the window, and as she's singing, she begins to play with her coffee, just swaying it back and forth, back and forth. Look at that. It's just like, oh my God. Now, why do I bring this up? Because during the city mouse or the country mouse conversation, we get this really weird shot outside of the window. The literal exact moment that Reze starts talking and says what she prefers, which is the country mouse. Look at this. The angel devil gives his answer, and then straight to this. And even the audio changes to outside. And this is already a bizarre shot just because both of our main characters aren't in focus. It's like we're the ones kind of creeping on the side of the window trying to listen in. And then that also can play into that spider trapped by the butterfly metaphor that we saw during the actual pool scene. Because throughout this entire sequence, we don't really see any other sort of animal, rodent, anything whatsoever that would suggest that she's been listening. But we know that she was listening because why? This scene right here where she says, me too. I like the country mouse too. There would be no way for Makima to know about this conversation that only happened during their school date unless she was there as well. That was the only time those two ever talked about the fable out loud. More specifically, where Reze gave her answer.